What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of the Meta RTG, where today we're going to be grinding some rivals, trying to improve. I put this team and tactic together yesterday after my horrific champs performance, and I ended up smashing people. Oh, my battery's about to die on the controller. I ended up smashing people in rivals for a couple of games. I won one game 10-4. And it wasn't a game where they'd like given up. I was just smashing them. I didn't record it or anything because I was just kind of playing on tilt. I just wanted to like get good. We've got lots of comments from today, from the last video. I will get to those because I think so many of them are so good and so valid. But first, we've got a mass of packs again. 582 by 20s, 283 by 20s, and 250 player packs. 481 by 20s. And the 585 plus combo upgrades. That being said, in spite of however many packs I open here, ooh, Hezja Burge, nice. It's very unlikely that I will pack anything that will get into my team. One of the comments that I wanted to take for right now from yesterday's video was from... yeah, GMD Gaming. Oh, damn. Oh, my, what pack that is, by the way. 290s. And Ahmad Diallo. It was from GMD Gaming. He says, Nep, I've noticed you've forgotten to give the most of your players a chemistry style. You really should do it. It does give them quite a noticeable upgrade. So I have now got chem styles on the players. The reason why I didn't have before is because I didn't really think it made that much of a difference. The only thing that I think it makes a difference from, bit of minge for the boys. That didn't even show up as like a promo card, did it? Damn, man. Yeah, the only thing I think makes a difference for is like the accelerate / run type. But yeah, either way, you are absolutely right. And I have got chem styles on there now. One of the things that I really didn't want to do, well, one of the reasons why I didn't... Look, why are these... They're not showing up as promo cards. One of the reasons why I didn't put the chem styles on is because they're so bloody expensive. I just thought to myself, do you know what? I just won't do it, and then we'll go from there, basically. But yeah, you are right. We should do it. All right, this is crazy. We're hitting like promo cards basically every pack here, but they're not showcasing as a special card. That's a bit disappointing. With that being said, what I'm going to do, guys, I think I'm going to continue opening like the low-rated stuff on web app. Comes a lot easier to farm through. We'll do the 50-player packs here now. Do we get a duplicate promo card, perhaps? Nope, just a whole bunch of nothingness. But my club's pretty empty from like 80s and below. And it's also just pretty empty in the duplicate storage as well. So we've got a lot of space. And, oh, there's Messi and Ronaldo, Calhanoglu. Some more minge. I kind of want to get some... SBCs done, some player SBCs, because I think some of them could be a little bit of fun. And from that, with one of the comments that we had from AR0940, he said, "Hey, up, loving the series. Thank you very much. Two things to share. Firstly, meta players should be meta players that allow you to maximize their overpowered mechanics that suit your playstyle, not somebody else's, like a pro, for example." You're absolutely correct on that one. And the second part he said, "I overcame having the too many crazy good players by making two teams, a first and a second, if you will. This allows you to try in-depth top players, and everyone in the first team has to earn their spot. If you take the second team, left wing is performing much better than the first team, they can trade places and so on and so forth." And I thought it's not a bad idea. I don't mind having a second team. But I feel like I would rather... what I feel like with that is there's just... It's a like takes 20 minutes a game. It's so competitive and it's so intense. Even in Division 3 and Division 2, we're not even up into like D1 or Elite yet. Every game just feels like it lasts forever. You play 3 or 4 games and you're exhausted. Like, you know, it's a fair bit of your time gone. And so, damn, man, damn. And so I don't know if I'd rather just kind of like isolate the players that I don't like, switch them out for other players or whatever. But I mean, this team is crazy. I don't even have Bellingham on the bench, man. I don't even know, man. I don't even know, guys. I don't know how to handle. We've got Suarez, Leao, Bellingham, Calafiori, and De Bruyne all on the bench. Osimhen, Bastoni. I packed a Watkins. I don't know if you guys saw that. He came out of one of the fodder packs. Gakpo's out of the team now. Renard and Letitia there. I mean, we have got... this account is, fair to say, utterly, utterly blessed. Utterly blessed with so many high-level league players. The fact this Fermin Lopez doesn't get into my team is honestly a little bit disappointing. The other thing that I did remember that I had as well, guys, something I wanted to take care of today was some of the evolutions, because they do expire eventually. What we've got, I got the Champs Excellence stuff. What was that? Play a game with it. Yeah, I don't really want to put the Champs Excellence stuff on because it loses the chemistry boost for the players, so I probably just will leave that. The Club Legend and Goal Scorer stuff will stay. Right, I've got a Jockey Plus. A Jockey Plus, max overall 95. Do I give it to someone like Tomori? Do I save it for somebody to put... Like, do I make a sick Evo player and use Jockey Plus, Incisive Pass Plus, Quick Step Plus? Oh, Quick Step Plus could go on who? That's the problem with what we've got here. The max 95, none of these 95s are getting into the team, are they? So, yeah, like, is it possible that we use Jockey, Incisive, and Quick Step? Maybe Incisive and Quick Step together. Finesse Shot Plus and Long Ball Plus. Like, right there, if I went and took, like, a base player and gave them Long Ball, Finesse Shot, Quick Step, and Incisive Pass Plus, and then put them through some Evo path, they could end up being incredible players. We've also got the Striker Plus positional option. I don't really think I need to or want to put that on anybody at the moment. We've also got then Intercept Plus and Jockey Plus. So we could give that to a player as well to kind of like give them some elite play styles and then build them to be like a top tier player. So we've got some good options here. But one more comment, because as I say, I've got a lot of comments I do actually want to talk about today, which is why we're going to do some more post-com gameplay today, I think. But one more comment that interested me was from Usman Khan. And I think he's trying to get at me with the comment, but I'm going to take it on board either way. He says, if coins are so easy to make, then take a week and grind as much as you can to buy Van Dijk simple. And I thought to myself, yeah, all right. Because coins are easy to make. Like Van Dijk team of the season is about 2 million coins. We've got 275,000 coins right now. And if we look at the tradable players that we've got, I think it's just David De Gea as far as the tradable option goes right now. Get through all the untradables. Wait, didn't I go... Can I search by tradable high to low? Sort by value high to low. Select. Search. Why is it giving me... Oh, because these are the tradable players. All I have is Mamadashvili. There you go. Mamadashvili and David De Gea. Now, Mamadashvili I bought at 286. Damn, there's me like... completely missing the game. Mamadashvili I bought at 286. He's currently 300,000 if I was to sell him. And David De Gea, I wish I had a better goalkeeper or a different goalkeeper. Maybe there is one in objectives or something. David De Gea I bought for 60,000. And he's currently 60,000. So what I'm going to do, even though we bought this Mama, and I know he's like elite tier, I've only played 26 games with him, we can get away with getting our money back for him. By selling him for 300,000. We're also going to sell David De Gea eventually once I get another goalkeeper. And already, guys, that's going to have me well over 600,000 coins. I think people genuinely, as I've said many times before, massively underestimate how quote-unquote easy it is to make coins. And even though these 84s aren't selling right now, I'm hopeful, ever hopeful, that EA will release an SBC that sees the price of 84s go up. Obviously, right now, they're not moving whatsoever. But, you know, worst case scenario, we could just discard the whole bunch. There's another, probably got another like 50,000 coins at discard/sale price on the trade pile. So we'll be in a good spot there with rewards to come on Thursday. And a lot of SBCs I can still do that will give me a tradable return. For example, this right here. And to give you guys a little breakdown of how to make this easier, because I don't want to waste exchange options, right? And I think for an 85 rated squad, you need 985s, 284s. That's 2 85 rated exchanges. So as a tip for you guys, here's the best way to get the best out of this. And you might think this is a bit actually counterproductive, counterintuitive. But if you have 10 84s and put in one 90 rated player, it will give you the 85 rated squad. And so, yes, I'm only one player away from another 50 players pack, but I would much prefer to just do that, get my tradable team of the week. Who knows what you get from this as a tradable option? Maybe you just get one of those 10, 12k team of the weeks that you're better off discarding or storing for the moment. Maybe, just maybe, get some, maybe, just maybe, just throw that away to prove my point here. You get something of value. Maybe you get a really high rated player. Maybe you get an Mbappe. Maybe you get one of those players that people are searching for evolutions. We didn't. We got a pretty much discard, like nothing too crazy. But there's another 12,500 coins on my way to Virgil van Dijk team of the season. So we will. Well, there you go. I'm up to 563,000 coins now. We will do everything we can within, not even within reason, just everything we can to try and get ourselves a really good player. The other thing that we could try is to keep pushing through this. Now, because we've just got a whole bunch of extra players, I think we will do one of these. But this is definitely like an opportunity. Oh, I don't even have 88 rated players. I don't have enough. It's an opportunity to get like a Van Dijk out of it. It's obviously also an opportunity to get like an absolute pile of trash players. See, I look at that and I just think, damn, man, I don't know if I want to submit that when I could get an exchange pack, but we will. Because the other thing that you get from these packs, guys, and this again is where I think people just massively misunderstand how easy it is to make coins. And I don't mean, it's hard to make big chunks of coins, but even this right here, it's 1,300 coins. And I'm working towards a team of the season, Van Dijk. Now, do I want to put... I don't want to put 89s in here. Do I want to go and buy 2 88s? How much are 88s? No, 7.8k. I will wait until I pack 2 88s. I don't want to put the 89s in there either. But we'll get one of these today because I'll undoubtedly get the grind done. Now, in terms of the SBC players, is there actually anything here that makes sense for this account? Spinazzola, I would say no. Justin Kluivert, definitely not. Jonathan David, I think, is a horrible player. Mallard, I want. I think she's very good, and I want all of these level players. I also do want Jean-Francois and Jess Park. I don't think Hector Bellerin is a good option. I am going to take Charles as well, because, again, I want all these Euro Path to Glory cards in case he'll get upgraded. And then in terms of icons, there's unfortunately no goalkeeper here, just Baggio, Vidic and Owen, and all the icons have nearly expired as well. So in terms of the club now, obviously we've got David De Gea to still sell, but in terms of our centre-backs coming in, I could bring back in Loftus-Cheek. I could bring back in Hummels or Ibanez. Loftus-Cheek got for playstyles. I mean, Loftus-Cheek has got brilliant playstyles for a centre-back. I was playing him at CDM. Let's put him in at centre-back, and that will be our next man. And I am going to need an anchor chem style for him. I think in the meantime, I'll just give him a Sentinel. Just until I pack or can get an anchor. Like I said, if we're talking about making coins, we need to make those coins. He's mostly lengthy, which is great. He's got basically max stats, which is great in that defensive setup. Doesn't have the best dribbling stats, which is a bit of a nightmare. Alternatively, I could also put Teo Hernandez in at centre-back. Oh, he could actually be a banging centre-back, couldn't he? Doesn't have jockey or intercept. No, he couldn't. And yeah, this is the team we're going to go ahead and play some games with. So we've got Cristiano Ronaldo needs a Saudi League manager, and Tanaka needs a Japanese manager. So I don't know if I think I've got a Japanese manager. Oh, is that Korean manager tradable? Yes, he is. And I bet you he's 5,000 coins. Yes, he is. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Down to like 700. We'll still sell him, though. I do have a Japanese manager. There we go. And then if we just give this Japanese manager the Saudi Chemstar, which I don't know if I have or not, because I usually sell them because they're quite expensive. Oh, I do have one. Look at that. Absolute perfection. That gives Ronaldo full chemistry as well. And that gives us max chemistry on the whole team. And so let's go and play some Rivals. Right, guys, so as we go into some Rivals gameplay, I think I get into Division 2 with this one again. Hilariously came up against an Arsenal team. As I said, guys, I picked some comments from yesterday's video. I've only got 3 because I just think they're really fun comments and a good reason to talk about certain aspects of the game with them. The first one is from Sharks Fan. He says, honestly, this proves to me that team doesn't matter. You're at a skill ceiling, a skill level, and you get to that amount of wins. Certainly some luck thrown in for a win, maybe 2 in either direction, but that luck isn't based on what players you have. As long as the team is competent, then it's good enough to reach your skill ceiling. And I would absolutely agree with that. And I know it's a little bit hypocritical of me on the one hand to say I feel like if I had a better team, like back in the day when I was playing with the Arsenal account, I'd be like, oh, if I had a better team, I'd get 11 wins easy, blah, 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 blah. And then for me to say, I do think there is a skill ceiling. But what I think is interesting is you talk on how bit of luck allows you to go in a couple of wins either direction. And I think sometimes that's a little bit based on your good luck / bad luck of matchmaking. And then sometimes a little bit based on your good luck / bad luck of things that happen in game, you taking your chances or not taking your chances. And even that is kind of a skill issue, but yes, it is also slightly luck based. What I think though, after playing with the Crappers, the Arsenal account for so long this year, and now this Meta RTG, is that the Meta RTG or the best team certainly enables you to consistently play higher, like toward the top of your skill ceiling, even when there's luck involved. Now, this game right here, guys, I was implementing some stuff I was doing last night. We're actually going to go live. I want to show you and talk about the goals and talk about what I was doing specifically for it and why it was working for me before we get back on to having a discussion about a few of the other games that we've got here and a few of the other comments that I've got. But yeah, this Cristiano Ronaldo, he was absolutely cooking for me. I tell you what's been really impressive as well, and it might be a little bit of confirmation bias, but Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka in this team, I am thoroughly enjoying. But let's take a look at these goals in a bit more depth. Guys, I'm just going to interject the post-com a second to come into the gameplay here, because I was doing something last night, and I didn't really do it in the first game that I played, but I started doing it again here right now, that was working for me monstrously last night and is doing the same thing again this game. Dragbacks. I don't know why I started doing it. I think I was playing against somebody yesterday that did one to me, and it screwed me up. I didn't do one in that one, but there's Ronaldo with a goal. This one, we've got Saka to Hernandez, into Odegaard, into Ronaldo, and then into the back of the net, another low driven. This guy pulled one back. Then we score again with Ronaldo here. This is where I do a drag back and then just into the space. I don't know if there's an opportunity to also do a speed boost off of the drag back. There might be, you know, the way that he pushes forwards anyway is quite quick, but drag back, boom, into the space and then hit that low driven. And once I had it in my head again, it's not just for the goals either, it was for the build up and whatnot as well. But we get another one here with Ronaldo, drag back into the space. And then that really, look at that, he actually does like a little Cruyff turn of sorts as well, doesn't he, as he drag backs there. And then the last goal here from Martin Odegaard, look at that, the drag back on the edge, hit the speed boost, and then got the shot across. And so I'm going to try and like work that into my game a lot more right now. And yeah, let's get back into some games and see if we can push our way up through the division. And that leads us into the next game. Now, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows when playing in these Rivals games, guys. We were coming up against, like, you know, people are just really, really, really good in Division 2. And I've talked about it many, many times before. I'm going to say it one more time just for the avoidance of doubt. Once you're in Division 2, and this is my personal opinion, and I would love to hear your experience down below, but this is my personal opinion. Once you're in Division 2, there is no difference between the quality of opponent in Division 2, Division 1, or the Elite Division until you get to the top of the Elite Division. You know, that's sort of like top 10, 15% or whatever. Because the rewards for Elite, Division 1 and Division 2 are so close in quality that there's no point sweating it and forcing yourself up to the Elite Division when you could just be in Division 2, get literally a tiny little bit worse division, but get theoretically easier games. But because so many people have just maintained in Division 2, it makes Division 2, Division 1 an absolute cesspit. Like, it's just so competitive and so difficult. Now, we got a comment from One Movie Mad 1. He says, goal of the game is to have fun. A characteristic of a fixed mindset is that you only have fun when you win. A growth mindset is that you have fun when you learn. Try and learn and have fun, Nepo will reap the rewards. First of all, what a brilliant way to put things, right? What a beautiful way to say that. Like, you're absolutely right. Like, my mindset is if I win, it was fun. And that's not always true either. But, you know, the reality of the situation is finding the wins is more important than finding the fun. But I do think so long as we're learning and improving, whether we win or lose, the aim of the game is to improve. And I was trying lots of things in these games here. You can't really see it because you can't see somebody try and defend differently or whatever. But the reality of the situation is I was trying to defend differently in these games. I was trying to apply what I see Ozio do a lot, which is switch, press, switch off, press, switch again, press, switch again, press, rather than what I've been doing, which is just kind of taking a player and just like trying to control just them. And with trying to learn came mistakes, and with those mistakes came me, you know, leaking goals. And in that game, we end up losing it 4-3. I feel like it was a bit of a harsh loss. I'd created a lot of goal scoring opportunities, but it was what it was. And I think there's one more game in here as well where we also lose. Where it was kind of like, okay, I genuinely came out of the game thinking, you know what, I feel like I'm getting some attacking plays down right now. I don't know what's changed in me. Maybe it's the lack of pressure. Maybe it's a lack of pressure. But I feel like I'm getting some attacking plays down. And off the back of that, it's nice to kind of try and experiment with other things. So, yeah, I really, really like what you said there, One Movie Mad One. But the other thing that I really like that you said, which is an area of the game that I think EA could do a million times better in, is making the goal of the game to have fun. And I don't mean in a situation of playing the game, winning, losing, drawing, rewards. I mean in the pride of the game, in the stats, the figures, the facts of the game. I should have just scored with Saka there. I don't know why I passed that. One of the things, and I know, again, I know I've talked about this before, but it just pops up into my mind here and there as we go. But one of the things that this game misses is history. Like within the game cycle, it misses the history. And I really, really wish we had a deeper history of the teams we used, the players we used, the formations we used, the ranks we got in champs, rivals, squad battles, the friendlies things. Like, I wish this game just had a deeper history so that even if we had, you know, even if I was like, right, guys, today's video, we're just going to play 10 rivals games. What we could do after that is go and look at the history of rivals, of those 10 games or after those 10 games, and see kind of like, okay, in the last 10 games, you know, Teo Hernandez has got a 6.8 average match rating and his pass accuracy is only, you know, whatever, 74%. Let me try a different DM for a few games and see if that match rating and pass accuracy improves, and maybe it's something with the way that specific player plays that I can improve upon by changing the personnel. Now, we could do that manually because it does all come there manually, and I do wonder, and this is where I think AI could become quite handy, I do wonder if taking a screenshot of certain match stats, feeding it into AI and having AI populate it into like a spreadsheet or something, I wonder if that's a possibility to track data a little bit better whilst playing this game. Interesting, this guy had a 3-4-1-2 there. I actually used a 3-4-1-2 last night when I played one game. I did end up losing the game 5-4, but it was really like I tried it because I like having wide players, but I also like having two strikers, and I like having a cam. There was a few 5-backs that I looked at. Didn't really like the idea of the 5-back. You know, I wasn't able to get in as many of my favourite players as I wanted to. So I switched into the 3-back. And it is a sort of formation I actually think could work with the current game meta because of how strong a cam and two strikers is, but also how valuable having wingers is. I do think it's a sort of thing that could just be really, really powerful and really, really impactful. And then the last comment we've got for today, guys, is from Morgan. He says, "Hey Net, please keep this series going. It's actually got myself back into the game because I now want to try and keep alongside you. My problem is I keep getting cards that are crazy, yet I don't get on with them up and end up going back to my Evos. Not sure if it's just emotionally connected to them cards, so I think they're better or not. Do you have the same issue? Like 97 rated Ronaldo should be the best, but you might prefer Suarez, etc., etc." One of the things that it comes down to that I think gets massively overlooked in this game, can't believe that he got the ball back there, but that gets massively overlooked in this game is learning how a player plays. And it hasn't had as much importance in previous years as it does in this year due to play styles and roles. Like before play styles was there and like you could play the player basically anywhere and learn the play styles from them. Now you have to, like, you know, the different roles make players play differently quite a lot. There's another dumb goal I've conceded in that one unfortunately. And again, it's one of those things like this weekend league just gone. I had a terrible time, and one of the people in the Twitch chat whilst I was streaming the games was like, "Mate, don't be hard on yourself. You've got a brand new team. You don't know how they play." And I was like in a bit of head loss. So I was just like, "It shouldn't matter. Like these players are insane. Like it shouldn't matter." But the truth of the matter is it does matter because you start to learn key things about players. Where they're going to be, how they behave when they are where they're going to be. By the way, we concede off of a really dumb offside there, a bit frustrating. But yeah, like where they're going to be, how they're going to be, like can they Travella, can they low driven? Like there's so many different things. There's me overplaying again, by the way. I should have just hit that with Ronaldo straight away there. There's so many things where we could improve by learning how the players play. And I think when you put a player in just for a few games and you don't learn them, that's when you stop having fun with those players. And that's why you go back to what you're used to because you know them so well. And just to end off with today, guys, I've got a whole bunch more packs built up. I went and did the overall grind. It's like the grind is actually so easy right now. When the 83 player pick came out yesterday, I kind of poo-pooed it a little bit. I was kind of like, who cares about that? It's actually been delightful. Like I was putting like a squad in for a team of the week pick, or a team of the week pack, I beg your pardon. But, oh, my duplicate storage is nearly full up. Because I felt like the team of the week pack was good for getting the 84s, 85s, specifically the 85s, 86s and stuff to put back into the exchange. Those player picks have been delightful. I've only got one fodder pack, which is a bit of a shame. Sorry, one fodder like shapeshifters player, which is a bit of a shame. I didn't get any like high-end players. But the amount of like 87s, 88s, 89s, etc. that I was picking up was absolutely crazy. And so, that's where we're at for today. And this is where the team is at for today. And yeah, for me, guys, there's some players that I'm enjoying on this team. I ended up getting a red card on Tanaka and put Modric back in. I should have some difference there. But this Martin Odegaard, I mean, you can actually see by his output there, 15 games, all in rivals, so intense games, 19 goal contributions. That's really nice. We've got Ronaldo now on 88 goals and 37 assists in 53 games. Johan Cruyff. Oh, I'm going to say it out loud, guys. I don't like him. I don't like him. He should be insane. I know he should be. Look at his stats. He should be absolutely cracked. But for some reason, I don't like him. I do think I'm going to try Putellas out there for a while. It does mean that I won't have that Travella opportunity with Putellas. And if that goes wrong, I might go back to Samuelino because I really enjoyed him. I'm not a huge fan of this Hernandez. I am a huge fan of this Saka. He won't have a great output. Well, he's actually got 25 goals and assists in 36 games, which is impressive because he spent many games coming off the bench. And I also played him at left back, and I switch him to left back quite a lot because Rolfo, who I love, by the way, Rolfo seems to have bad stamina issues. She doesn't have Relentless and only has 93 stamina. And so her stamina, she's often one of the players that I have to sub out due to stamina issues. I think Loftus-Cheek and Berbatov have been generally very good in the back line, and I still need to improve on David Beckham. So yeah, I do think that there's room to try and trial and test some of these players in some of these positions, just to try and find the right mix and the right setup. But I am really, really interested again to go back to the three. I kind of want to go to like a 3-4-1-2 or a 3-5-2 to test it and see if I can get it to work, because I love the idea of two strikers and a cam and having a left mid, right mid, or like you can't do it, but a left wing, right wing, you know, having them up as wingers or attacking wide midfielders. And then it would just come down to whether or not I can defend good enough with 3 centre-backs and have the 2 full-backs kind of like, the 2 wide players be a little bit more defensive. Because I would love to play, for example, Dembele and Ronaldo together, or Suarez and Ronaldo together. I would love to put this Jude Bellingham, who's got decent defensive stats, as a centre midfielder that acts defensively. Same as this De Bruyne, who's got decent stats. Same as this Butragueño, who's got fantastic defensive stats and intercept as well. Like, I think we could get value out of the team playing with a 3-back, but it would require that painful process of playing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games, learning the formation and the players in it, taking some hard L's, and going from there. So for today, though, that is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.